Here's what I like. Laying on the beach with sunlight in my eyes, laughing with my friends under the sky, following our hearts so then we take a ride. Wherever, I always try to let my spirit fly, fly away. That's the only way to get that high, high, always.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Ashley and I am 26 years old. I am a full-time physical therapist but really enjoy creating videos, so I recently started a YouTube channel. Today's video is a get it all done with me. So I'm going to be doing some decluttering, some cleaning, organizing, and you can see here in this video, I had just picked up a couple of things from TJ Maxx to spruce up our bathroom a bit. My boyfriend was really interested in getting one of these little holders for the toothbrushes because we have those electric toothbrushes, which we would just keep out on the counter, which didn't look very nice. And if we tried to put them underneath, it just wasn't the cleanest per se. We had the toothbrushes in their own little container under the sink, but we still didn't like the thought of putting the toothbrushes down there. I don't know, just I feel like when the brush heads are open like that, they're more exposed to like dust and dirt, and we just wanted something to keep it a little bit cleaner. And then I got this matching little thing for soap dispenser, that's what it's called. It was a little matching set that I got from TJ Maxx. Unfortunately, what ended up happening is soon after this video, I went to go put some more soap into the dispenser, and it's so delicate because it's made with ceramic that I actually ended up breaking the piece trying to screw off the top. So I ended up getting another one from Amazon, which wasn't quite the same, but it was close enough that it looked good with the little container for the toothbrushes and the toothpaste. So I forget how much that was, but I don't think that was super expensive either, maybe $10. So we've been using that one now instead, which you'll see later in another clip of my video. So now I am starting to go through my closet to get rid of any clothes that I really don't need or don't wear anymore. My boyfriend and I live in an apartment together, and we are fortunate enough to have a 2-bedroom apartment. So we do have 2 closets, which are both just a standard size closet. And it has been kind of challenging to fit all of our stuff into both of those. So I wanted to really take the time to go through and get rid of anything that I didn't need, just to clear up some space for us. So what we've been doing that's been working well for us is that we keep the daily clothes in our bedroom closet. So our work uniforms and things that we wear more often, like the stuff we wear to the gym and any kind of pajamas, things like that. Whereas the other closet in the spare bedroom, we use more for like, I put my dresses in there, he puts his nice shirts in there, things that we wear more to like go out on the weekends. So that's definitely been a good setup for us, but it still has been really tight in both closets. So going through all of our clothes and decluttering has been such a huge help and did give us a lot of extra space.
If you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle. If you're looking for trouble, I am the needle who will push your bubble, yeah. 'Cause I don't wanna fight pieces wood, I'm not backing down. So if you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle.
So now I've moved on from the bedroom closet to our bedroom dresser. I have so many t-shirts, it seems, but those are always the hardest for me to part from because I think I wear them so frequently. So I really only got rid of a couple of them. I mostly wear them to bed, but then also just kind of when I'm home, lounging around, sitting on the couch. I just love to be comfy. If I could just wear like leggings or sport shorts and a t-shirt every day, all day, I would just be such a happy person. It's so tough sometimes having to wear certain uniforms for work. Like my work now, I'll be wearing polos every day, and it used to be a thing that we always wore khakis as PTs, but I think that is starting to change. I definitely see a lot more people wearing the joggers type style pants, which I think still look nice and professional as long as you get the right kind. So hopefully I'll be wearing more of the joggers than like those khaki pants, just because I feel like polos already are not the cutest thing in the world. So the khakis on top of it are just not a good look. I mean, it's professional, but also as a PT, I just don't think they're the most comfortable things to be wearing when you're showing people how to exercise. It's just not the most efficient in my opinion. So the joggers are definitely a nicer option. So now I've moved on into our spare bedroom here. Like I said, this is where we keep a lot of our like nicer clothes or clothes that we don't typically wear during our days during the week. It's more of our weekend wear. And unfortunately, I did get rid of some things with tags on them still. Let me tell you something. If I can give any advice, it would be that it doesn't matter what the sale price is. If it's not something you're going to wear in the next couple of months, don't buy it. I've made this mistake so many times of like, I'll see a really good sale on a cute dress or a cute skirt or something like that. And I'm like, oh, I have to buy it. I have to buy it. And so many times I end up wasting money because I never end up wearing the item. So it really didn't matter that the sale price was good. So it's definitely dresses I do this with the most, because I'll see one that's really cute and on sale and I'm like, yes, I have to get it. And I won't have a particular occasion in mind for it, but I'm always like, oh, something will pop up that I'll need a dress for. And what always ends up happening is by the time that event finally rolls around, which could be 6 months, a year, 2 years later, either that dress is not in style anymore or it's not my size anymore, and it ends up going to waste. So just wait until closer to the event and then try to find the sales. Let me tell you, it will save you money in the long run. So there was just a clip of the bedroom closet, my side of it. I do have an organization system for that. What I've been doing is to try to maximize the space on top on that little shelf that we have. I have a couple of storage bins, which those were actually from the dollar store. In one of those, I keep my sports shorts, and in the other one, I keep all of my sports bras because I do wear those daily, just about to work out, or even just sometimes it's comfy to hang out in those kind of clothes. So those I keep up top because it doesn't really matter if they get a little bit wrinkly. So the things in the closet then that are hung up, I've been organizing by color and by the type, I guess, of the clothing. So for example, I keep all of my work outfits together and then color coordinate them. So starting with pink and then going kind of through the rainbow, and then I'll do like white, gray, black. And then also in there is some more of my sportswear, like longer shirts and some of my athletic, what would you call them? I guess jackets, and things like that. So then those will be organized all together by color. So I used to have all of my closet was just color coordinated, like anything red would be in one spot, anything black would be in another spot. But then I sometimes kind of forgot what I had in there. So now that I'm doing it by color and by like type of clothing, I think it's a lot easier to find. And it's really nice because there's been times where I've forgotten something and I need to have my mom or my boyfriend run and grab it for me. And then I can just say like, it's right here, it's on this side of the closet, it's with this type of clothing, it's with this color, so they can find it very quick and easy.
Here's what I like. Jumping from a roof that is almost too high. Laying on the grass, I close my eyes. Playing my guitar till my fingers are numb. I always try to let my spirit fly away. That's the only way to get that high.
It's crazy how dirty that part there of the windows get. You think for someone who doesn't really open their windows all that much that it wouldn't get that dirty, but somehow it does. So even though it's really gross, as you can see there in that clip, to clean it, it is the most satisfying thing ever. Like, I kind of get excited when I see the black paper towel like that, because it's just showing how much dirt there was, and to see it then so fresh and clean is just the best feeling ever to me. So anyway, we're now moving on to making some homemade bug spray. I've been trying this because we get a lot of cobwebs and spiders out on our little balcony, and I feel like I've tried so many different things to try to keep them away, and nothing has been working. Like, I will spend an hour cleaning out there, like knocking down all the cobwebs, and I'll go out there with like Clorox wipes and wipe everything down, and I wake up the next morning and they're all back, and it is the most annoying thing ever. Like, there have been some really nice mornings and nights here in Pennsylvania, like weather-wise, and I haven't really been able to sit out on the balcony and enjoy them like I would like to, just because of all of those cobwebs and spiders and bugs. And this, I do think it has been helping. The only thing is I have to be really consistent keeping up with it, just because if I don't spray it, it seems like the bugs come back even if I miss just one day. But it's definitely a better option than what they have in the store. Some of that stuff is so toxic, and with our dog Mac laying out on the balcony pretty much daily right now, I definitely don't want anything that is going to be harmful to him. So the bug spray was very simple to make, and it's a lot better to be around dogs and humans, and it just makes me feel better knowing that I'm using something that I made and I put all of the ingredients into it, so I know everything that is going into it.
If you're looking for trouble, you better count on it. I will give you a struggle, give you a struggle. If you're looking for trouble, I am the needle who will push your bubble. Yeah.
Some days I don't mind cleaning dishes, but some days, and this was one of those days, it just feels like you're spending half of your day doing nothing but cleaning dishes. Like, as soon as you clean out the sink and it's empty, it seems like you turn around and suddenly the sink is half full again. So that is definitely one of the things that starts to become a little bit annoying with cleaning. Realistically, I could have just waited till the very end of the day and cleaned everything all at once, but I do find it a little bit more overwhelming when the sink is overflowing with dishes, especially because we have to use a Brita for water since we don't have filtered water through our refrigerator. And when the sink is filled up with dishes, it's so hard to fill the Brita, and I hate having to worry about that, so I'd rather just do the dishes right away. And like I said, then it's just easier later. Like, you're not worried about doing so many at once, which is nice. So another thing that we like to do is just make sure that the actual sink itself is clean as well. So on just like a daily basis, I'll just use some soap and my little scrubber here, my Scrub Mama. I use the Daddies too, but this was a Scrub Mama, which I really love those. But when it's a daily basis, we'll just do that. If it's, I guess every few weeks I'll do more of a deep clean with it. So then I'll take one of those stronger scrub brushes and I'll do the pink stuff, the cleaner for that. I'll let that sit in for a little bit and then really use the scrub brush to get all the marks and stains out of the sink. It's not something that you have to do every day for sure or every week, but it is really nice every once in a while to do it, to just get those spots that are a little bit harder to get. As you can see, there are under the cabinet little area got to be such a mess, and it was such a headache because anytime either my boyfriend or I needed anything out of there, it was like so impossible to get to what you needed. You'd have to take a bunch of stuff out, and then you wouldn't feel like putting it back because it really didn't have a place to begin with. So everything just kind of got thrown in there, and it was such a headache trying to find exactly what you needed. And I would get stressed out because I'd have to quick find something, and it was taking me forever because it was just a disaster. So I was so excited to finally have the time to clean this all out. The best way that I found to do it is to just take everything out, kind of see what you have, see how you can organize it into different groups, and go from there. I was lucky enough to already have a few different little organizers. So some of the organizers are from Amazon, like the one that I'm keeping my makeup in and my jewelry in and my hair stuff in. And then the extra little bins were all from the dollar store. So organization definitely does not need to be expensive. Definitely start at the dollar store first, see what you can find. And then for a little extra organization, like I'm not exactly sure how much the ones from Amazon were that I am keeping my jewelry in. I don't think it was super expensive, and those are so nice just because it had so many little individual drawers to keep things super organized. One thing with organization is that you definitely have to be super patient, and it's a lot of trial and error. So you can kind of see throughout the video that I kind of start to put something in one area, and then I'm like, you know what, I don't really like it there. Or I'll kind of go back to something and I'm like, hey, this might fit better here. So it does take a while, but the good thing is I don't think you really have to have a particular plan. Like, you just have to start, and the more you go along, the more you kind of get into a groove and you start to figure out kind of what your plan is and what you need. I was pretty lucky for this particular project that I had those extra bins laying around and they worked perfectly. But in the past, I would just kind of work with what I had, and then if I didn't have enough stuff, I would run out then. I think that's sometimes easier than trying to go and get stuff first before you start your organizing, because if you just kind of walk into a store looking for organization bins with no real idea in mind and not really knowing what you have first, I think you get really overwhelmed because there's so many different choices. And not only that, but a lot of times you end up then buying more than you need. And while it may be used at another time, it is best to just kind of see what you need first, have sort of a plan in place before going to get those extra bins, and then you won't have to spend quite as much money.
Drown yourself in the neon. You came to this place to hide away in the dark. You tell yourself you need to move on, but one night in the shadows can't ease your broken heart. They turn the volume up, you shut your mind. Wanna escape your thoughts for a little while, but when you close your eyes, I'm by your side, I'm by your side, right? You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over, but you see my face, I'll know the strangers, those who
of you that use the makeup sponges, let me know in the comments below how often you usually use one of those before you toss it and get another one. I feel like they're pretty cheap, so I try to change them out at least every couple of weeks. I don't know if that's like a good amount of time or if I should be doing it sooner or if I can get away with keeping them for a little bit longer. I know there's definitely people out there that will probably say use it once and then toss it, but that seems like such a waste to me because even I'll like use the top part of it a few times and then I'll use the bottom part of it a few times so that I'm using the whole thing and not just like using the tip of one of those once and then throwing it away. Just because even if they are not too expensive, that money does all add up over time. So I try to get multiple uses out of it before throwing it away and getting another one.
Drown yourself in the smoke, babe. You came to this place to hide away for a while, but we both know that when it gets late, one call away and then you are spending the night. They turn the volume up, you shut your mind, wanna escape your thoughts for a little while, but when you close your eyes, I'm by your side, I'm by your side, right? You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over, but you see my face on all the strangers' doors. So are you sure that it's over?
So here is the final product. It's not perfect, but it is definitely so much better than it was before, and things are a lot easier to find and access now. So in this container, I'm keeping a lot of my makeup, particularly the makeup that I don't use on a daily basis, because that I keep in a separate spot in my bathroom, because this is just our spare bathroom. And there, just all of my, what are they called? Bracelets. My bracelets fit pretty perfectly in there because the bracelets didn't fit in the drawers that I keep my necklaces and my earrings, so that was perfect for that. And then just little extra things. I really like how I have all of the different makeup sponges organized in this little container that I got from the dollar store here. Then just moving on, all of my hair products are in here, like my straighteners, my curling irons, my blow dryer, easy to find. Our extra soaps are all in there, easy to find. In the back there is some of our like medicine, and that drawer or container is obviously the different hairbrushes and combs and things like that. That's just another clip of me showing you the medication stuff, which we don't really have a lot of because luckily and thankfully my boyfriend and I are very blessed and we don't have very many health conditions right now, so we don't have a lot of medications on hand, which is really amazing. But like I said, this was just my container to store my earrings and my necklaces, and here's just an extra container with clips and bands, headbands. I really like this little organizer too because I could kind of separate out my different hair products. So my hair ties, my hair clips and bobby pins, my scrunchies, and then on the other side is like more of my headbands and things like that. So this is definitely working for me for now. It'll probably be upgraded sometime in the future, but definitely enjoying this now. So now that my laundry has been washed, half of it I threw into the dryer and then the other half I'll hang up. So any of my athletic wear I hang up, as well as any of my work bottoms, tops, things like that. Anything that is 100% cotton that I don't want to shrink, I will keep out of the dryer and put on the drying rack, just so that nothing shrinks. And anything that's a little more delicate, I also like to hang up on the drying rack as well.
It's It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over yet. It's not over.
So here are some of the khaki pants that I tried that I was going to use for work, but I just did not like them. I am just so not into the khaki style. And this shirt was from Amazon, which was really cute, but unfortunately you kind of need a bit of a chest to keep it up, which I just don't really have, unfortunately. So that I did return to Staples, and they actually give you this 15% off coupon. So it would be a really great idea for anybody that's getting ready to get their kids back to school, or if they need some new stuff for the office, to go to Staples and do it when you do the Amazon return so that you get the extra discount. And then here I'm just refilling some of the jars of Q-tips and makeup wipes for our bathroom that we keep under the sink. We also have one for toothbrush heads for the electric toothbrushes and one for dental floss sticks. All right, everybody, that is the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed this Get It All Done with me. Hopefully it gave you guys some motivation to clean your houses and some little tips and tricks. And I hope that you guys try the bug spray. I just put it on today, but I will say I already see less bugs outside. And I just like that the peppermint is a more natural kind of way to get rid of those bugs, because I tried bug spray out on our balcony before because we get so many like spiders and ants and all kinds of wasps, and it gets so disgusting out there so fast. And I tried like one of the sprays from the store, and even though it said it was dog safe, I just don't trust it with Mac being out there. And even just for our own bodies, all those chemicals, like it just doesn't seem good when you're reading that list of everything that's in those store-bought ones. So definitely try the bug spray recipe, and I really hope that you guys will be back for my next video. Have a really awesome week, everybody.
Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass. But I'm not gonna wake up, wake up. I'm not ready, let me have another day. Don't wake up, wake up. Keep it steady, cause I'm happy, I'm not gonna wake up.